a former president, a hot tub photo, and testimony under oath. During questioning related to Jeffrey Epstein, Bill Clinton was confronted with an infamous photo showing him in a hot tub alongside individuals connected to Epstein's circle. Lawmakers pressed him for details. Did he remember it? Who was there? Were any minors present? Clinton said he didn't recall the photo being taken. He said it was during a stop in Brunei on an AIDS initiative trip. He acknowledged Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were part of the broader travel group, but denied any sexual misconduct and said everyone present was part of his party. So, what does this moment actually tell us? Is this just resurfaced controversy, or does it raise deeper questions about accountability, transparency, and the full scope of the Epstein investigation? Let's break down exactly what was asked, what Clinton said, and why this moment is getting renewed attention.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for being here and for your time today, and thank you for your service. We have, as you know, in the files that were released, there were several photos, included you, and we have an exhibit here. That's just one of the photos, and Exhibit K, Minority Exhibit K.
Yep.
And we'll have that passed around. And what we're trying to get at is some context for the public on whether you remember this photo and any details you may be able to provide us about it. So do you recall the details of this photo or recall the photo being taken?
No, I don't think I ever knew the photo was taken.
Okay, and for those who can't see it, it's a photo of you in a hot tub. There's a person next to you here. Do you remember where it was taken? Where was it taken?
I'm almost sure that this taken, I think there's an adjacent photograph, which you probably have, that if people saw it, they would feel that someone was trying to con them showing this picture. But anyway, this picture was taken in Brunei. And we flew one night on a trip to Asia, the last very long leg.
You said we, is it, who is that including?
Well, my TEL team that was working on the AIDS issue, and Mr. Epstein was there, and Miss Maxwell. But anyway, we got to the end of the flight was Brunei. It's a tiny place, but a very wealthy one, and the Sultan of Brunei was a man that I had gotten to know well in my 8 years as president. And his first involvement with international matters was basically to join the Asian Pacific Economic Leaders Conference, which I started and which he attended. And then he was very proud of that, and he hosted, his time came to host it. You know, you do these things in a rotation. And it came either at the very end of my term or maybe the next year. Anyway, he wanted, when he knew I was coming, and he said he wanted to help me with my AIDS initiative, and he invited me to stay there. And he said, I want you to stay at this hotel, and I hope you'll use the pool. So I did, and then I got out and went to bed, exhausted.
Just for the record, there's another picture that also shows this as part of the larger pool area. Do you all have that so that he can refresh his recollection with respect to that?
We should have it. It's quite enlightening. If you watch this,
yes, it's noted.
It'll give you a different feel.
Thank you.
Okay.
We don't have it with us right now.
Okay,
we do.
thanks. I just wanted to make sure he knew the
And so were there other people in that pool or hot tub with you as well?
I don't think there's anybody in the hot tub. I didn't forgotten that there was anybody in the hot tub, but it was big, but it was about.
Well,
he's asking you in the pool area.
There's this photo, there's a girl over here. Is there someone?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
But he's also asking in the pool area whether other individuals.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, so you don't know?
No, and then there were other people in the pool.
Okay, so do you remember were they under 18?
No.
No.
Were they part of your traveling party, he's asking you?
Yes, they were, I think. I think everybody there was part of our party. It was late at night, or late-ish, and I also believe that there was a Secret Service agent there at the other end of the pool.
Okay, and was this in public?
No, it was a hotel room, and the Sultan wanted us to stay there, and the water of this big pool was on the same floor that there were several suites, and so we went out, I swam around, I sat in the hot tub for 5 minutes, or whatever it was, and I got up and went to bed.
And then I have to ask this, did you engage in any sexual activity with this person? Okay, thank you.
Okay. And that ends this round, and we.
When a former president is questioned under oath about a photograph connected to Jeffrey Epstein, people are going to pay attention. During testimony, Bill Clinton was shown a now infamous photo of him sitting in a hot tub during a trip to Brunei. Lawmakers asked whether he remembered the picture, who was present, and whether anyone under 18 was there. Clinton's response? He said he did not recall the photo being taken. He explained a setting, a stop in Brunei during an AIDS initiative trip after his presidency. He acknowledged that Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were part of the broader travel group, but maintained that everyone present in the pool area was part of his party and that no minors were involved. He also denied engaging in any sexual activity. Now, let's step back. This moment isn't just about a single photograph. It's about the broader shadow cast by the Epstein scandal, one of the most disturbing and far-reaching criminal networks in modern history. Epstein cultivated relationships with powerful figures across politics, finance, academia, and entertainment. That's part of what made the case so explosive. His connections spanned both parties. His social circle included billionaires, royalty, business leaders, and yes, prominent political figures. Clinton has long acknowledged that he flew on Epstein's plane multiple times for humanitarian trips connected to his foundation's work on HIV/AIDS. He has also repeatedly stated that he was unaware of Epstein's criminal conduct at the time and that he severed contact once concerns became clear. The key point here is that being photographed with someone later revealed to be a criminal does not automatically imply wrongdoing. But in a case like Epstein's, where underage exploitation was central, any association raises legitimate public questions. And that's why this testimony matters. Lawmakers were trying to establish context. Where was the photo taken? Who was present? Was it a private setting? Were minors involved? Clinton's answers were consistent on one critical point. He denied any knowledge of misconduct and said there were no minors present. Now, some critics argue that the broader issue isn't just what happened in that specific moment. It's about transparency. The public still feels that not all Epstein-related information has been fully disclosed. There is frustration over sealed records, unanswered questions about associates, and the lingering suspicion that powerful people may have escaped scrutiny. That skepticism doesn't belong to one party. It's bipartisan. Many Americans, left and right, believe the full truth about Epstein's network has never been completely aired. At the same time, it's important to draw a line between verified facts and speculation. In emotionally charged cases, speculation can spiral quickly. Responsible analysis requires sticking to what is documented and sworn testimony. In this case, Clinton acknowledged Epstein's presence on the broader trip. He denied knowledge of wrongdoing. He denied sexual misconduct. He said no minors were involved in the setting shown in the photo. That's what's on the record. What makes this politically sensitive is the larger environment we're in, where trust in institutions is low, transparency is demanded, and any connection to Epstein triggers intense scrutiny. There's also a broader lesson here. Powerful figures, regardless of party, must be prepared to answer hard questions about their associations. Public service and leadership carry that responsibility. When controversies resurface, accountability and clarity are essential. But accountability also means fairness. Allegations should be evaluated based on evidence, not guilt by association. So, what does this moment really represent? It represents the enduring impact of the Epstein scandal. Years later, it still reverberates through American politics. It still forces uncomfortable questions. And it still reminds us how easily wealth and power can intersect with corruption. Whether this testimony changes anything legally remains to be seen. But politically, it reinforces something important. Transparency matters, and the public expects answers, no matter how powerful the person on the witness stand. And in today's political climate, every association is examined under a microscope. The real takeaway isn't just about one photo in a hot tub. It's about the long shadow of a scandal that continues to shape public trust and the ongoing demand for full accountability from everyone involved.